So today I'm going to talk about a few more fragrances from Perfume Parlour. This time I'll be giving my opinion on 5 different male fragrances, all of which I am familiar with. Perfume Parlour are a UK-based company that reverse engineer popular celebrity, designer and niche fragrances. These are available to buy in varying sizes, both as a perfume oil and an eau de parfum. I'm going to give all the fragrances today a rating out of 5, and this isn't going to be for how much I like the fragrance, it will be how close it is to the original perfume that it is copying. Bleu de Chanel, one of my favourites. And instantly it's recognisable. I would say it is ever so slightly soapier than the Chanel version, but the smell is really close. Lovely fresh shower gel type smell from Bleu de Chanel. I'm going to give that a 5 for closeness. Just something I have noticed, my partner has tried the Bleu de Chanel Perfume Parlour clone and it does seem to wear off after about 4 to 5 hours, so it's not massively long lasting, and because it's a perfume oil it sits quite close to the skin, I can't smell it unless I'm quite close to him. Sauvage by Christian Dior, another favourite, very close in scent to Bleu de Chanel. They're really similar fragrances, both really nice. And this is exact. For me, from my very untrained nose, I know very little about perfumes, this to me smells just like Sauvage. I don't know how long this one lasts on the skin as we've not tested it. Oh, it's really delicious. Yeah, this is better than Bleu de Chanel, so this is going to get a 5. I'm wondering if I should demote Bleu de Chanel to a 4. We'll stick a 5 for now. Allure by Chanel. Really nice fragrance. I think the extreme version is the one I'm familiar with. Is there an extreme version? Anyway, let's have a little sniffy sniff. Oh, lovely. Yeah, it's just like it. For closeness, this also gets a 5. This one we've tested as well. It lasts all day. Really good fragrance. Gorgeous, delicious. Yummy. So if you like Allure, it's a really popular fragrance. And as far as designer fragrances go, then you wouldn't go wrong at all by getting the Perfume Parlour version. The next one is Creed's Aventus. I'd heard a lot about this. It come recommended by a few people. However, nowhere in my city sold the perfume, so I had to get hold of a decant, and that was my first smelling of it, and it was really nice. Was it as good as the hype? For me, no. It was kind of weak smelling. Pleasant. The scent itself was pleasant, but I was like, this is the one that people lose their mind over? It costs hundreds of pounds. I didn't really get it, but that's not what this review is about. Have I gone nose blind? It's really nice. Really that distinctive leathery smell. I think if this was worn on the skin, people wouldn't be able to distinguish it from Aventus. I've tried this on my own skin and it didn't last. As nice as the smell was, it really didn't last. It maybe a couple of hours. So if you're quite happy, these are really nice travel size little things. If you're happy taking it around with you in your back pocket or whatever and topping up throughout the day, then that'd be good. I don't know how well the eau de parfum performs in the Perfume Parlour versions. I haven't bought any of them yet, but I think I will because these are all really close. The Creed Aventus gets 5 for me. Okay, next we've got Armani Code Profumo. This is a really quite a sexy perfume. It's quite spicy, distinctive. I found it, to me it doesn't smell much like Armani Code. Armani Code Profumo is a really, I think, quite a bold fragrance. It's not like the other ones that I've discussed so far. Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Allure, and Creed Aventus, all kind of similar masculine smells. Nothing unusual, whereas I find Code Profumo is. So let me have a little And this is really close. I would say the Perfume Parlour version is possibly a bit sweeter. This seems to be a common trend in a lot of the female fragrances that I've smelt, is there seems to be a much sweeter note. But Armani Code Profumo, in terms of closeness, I think it's a 5. They're all 5s. In fact, maybe Armani Code Profumo is the least strong of the bunch. Possibly, if I was comparing it to the others, I would give it a 4 out of 5 for closeness. However, I still think it's pretty close, so it's going to get a 5. With all the male fragrances that we've tried from Perfume Parlour, it really develops well after an hour or so and becomes quite delicious and warm and nice. So it looks like the male fragrances from Perfume Parlour have been a success. Compared to the female fragrances that I reviewed, which were really, really hit or miss, the male fragrances are really close, really nice. I would use them all. Some feedback from my partner is that the Bleu de Chanel gets a bit stanky over time. He didn't like it after a few hours, so he didn't really want to wear that anymore. The Armani Code, which is a perfume I've never bought for him because I thought it was a bit too adventurous. He loves the oil. He's not smelt the original perfume. He loves the oil so much. He keeps taking it. I don't know where. I keep hiding them and he keeps finding it. And he just, I think it makes him feel a bit sexy, you know, because it's quite a spicy, unusual fragrance. So thumbs up for all the male fragrances. Well done, Perfume Parlour. If this has been of any use, if you've enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe.